Good morning. So I have a new story today, and it's not gossiping about another person, but rather it's something embarrassing about myself. Well, if you really poke through my channel, there's no secret that since 2011 I have been using hair extensions and wigs, and I do have real hair. And my reasons for all of this back starting in 2011, there's a little bits and pieces in this channel, and I don't want to make this really all about that, at least not today. But, so anyway, from having experience for 12 years now with hair, I have contacts with a lot of different companies, either like retail or actual vendors. And one of the vendors that I use for certain products is in China, and it's called Sunny Hair. And I'm not promoting them or not dissing them or anything. Obviously, I've used them on a regular basis for, I would say, 5 or 6 years. And the fact that I'm still using them says that for the product I get from them, I'm satisfied. So anyway, they have sales maybe at least 4 times a year, and they send a coupon code, and they also send out freebies. So I ordered 2 items, and I got a little freebie, but that's not the whole point of the story. So they don't use the post office or UPS or even LaserShip or Amtrak to deliver. They use DHL because the hair goes from China to South Korea, and then sometimes it goes like to Alaska or the West Coast, and then it comes to, generally it used to come to Newburgh, and then Fishkill or Beacon. So anyway, I had an order, and they sent me the tracking number, and they were really fast they must have had it in stock. So like as soon as I ordered it, like a day or 2 later, I get an email. It's in the box. Here's the tracking number. Blah, blah, blah. Here's the link. So it was supposed to come yesterday. And I have rarely gotten any kind of delivery from any kind of courier after 6 p.m., New York time, Eastern Standard Time. So I was getting a little concerned because the tracking information showed that it was almost 80 miles away in New Jersey. So I thought, oh, it's probably on a truck and they'll deliver it tomorrow. But let me just notate this with the vendor, because they might have direct contact with DHL as per their contract. And in case it's lost, I want to start documenting. One of the things at my last job was I had to document many things so that it backed up what was coming next. I'm really going off on a tangent. But anyway, so I really thought they weren't going to be delivering. And so yesterday, after the window install, I started moving things around, trying to get this living space, looking more normalish. Now, here's an aside that ties into the story I'm going to tell. Obviously, we've had record-breaking heat all around the world for the last couple of months. And one of the things that's on the rise because of this is people are getting more dehydrated. They're getting kidney stones, kidney infections, UTIs. Men are starting to get jock itch with more frequency, or they never had it before. Now they're getting it, and women are getting the female equivalent of jock itch too. And even if you're very vigilant with your hygiene of your private parts, it's just part of the climate change. So I've been like really careful because I'm older and I just don't want to have a mess down there. So it just seems that I've been sweating more. I've been doing everything. I don't mean to get too personal, but I started sleeping without panties on with a nightgown because it's good to air it out as much as possible. And I even have some zinc oxide, and I have that stuff. I forgot what you call it. It's generally used for men that get jock itch. It's over the counter, but women can use it on their outer area. And so last night after dinner, I was pretty much done doing everything I needed to do. And I figured, well, let me put my nightgown on. I'm not going anyplace. There's essentially a second living room upstairs, and that's my son's. So I knew he probably wasn't going to come down last night. And so I put the nightgown on without panties, and I was in the recliner that's the back is to the new window, and I have the fan. So I decided to sit with one of my legs up on the arm of the recliner and have the fan blowing on my unfettered private parts. It was slightly itchy, and I had put some zinc oxide on it earlier. So it was like maybe 9 o'clock at this point, and looking at TV, and I have the phone in my hand, and I started like scratching a little, like more like on the external rather than the internal. I'm sorry I'm being so like vulgar. So I'm scratching a little bit. And I'm thinking to myself, gee, I wonder if someone from the street, even though there's like bushes in front of the window and I have a shade and a curtain, I did have 2 bright lamps on next to the recliner, and I said, gee, if someone was up by the front door and they saw like a glimpse of me in this position scratching, it would look like I was, I don't know how to say it in a nice way, doing something else, that would have an end result, if you get my drift, very climactic. But I wasn't. I was just itchy. And so, like itching a little bit, not anything major. And I hear a sound by the front door. And it turns out DHL delivered really late last night. So this DHL delivery person that was up by my window may have observed me. I don't know what you could see from there, and thought, damn, that woman is horny. I'm sorry, but it was embarrassing. But it's not good in this heat to have your private parts sweating. No matter how much you wash it, you have to air it out. Wash and dry isn't enough. You have to let it breathe the fresh air. I don't know if I'll upload this, but it's like the timing was so coincidental. DHL never delivers that late. And it's like, I guess the next time I'm worried about a package coming late, I should sit on the recliner, take my underwear off, and start scratching. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. Bye.